What's going on, guys? My name is Ryan Snaadt, it rhymes thawed, and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about the topic that is making everybody go crazy right now, which is the TikTok ban. It's official. TikTok and its popular editing app CapCut were banned in the United States as of last week. How did we get here, and what does this mean for creators, marketers, and business owners that leverage this app every single day? Stick around as I break it all down, the facts, the impact, and what's next for everyone that uses the app. And spoiler alert, it is a wild ride, so grab your popcorn, or if you're a business or a creator really worrying about how you're gonna make an income after this, maybe you need to grab a stress ball. But regardless, let's jump in. So first off, what the hell happened? Let's start off with the facts. On January 18th, around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, everyone's TikTok apps locked them out, saying that the government had banned the app in the United States. Now, this was rumored for many weeks leading up to this day, but many people thought it was kind of a ruse or a hoax. The government slipped this decision into a larger humanitarian bill, meaning that it wasn't debated or discussed openly in Congress. Classy move, right? It's like sneaking extra snacks into a movie, except instead of Skittles, it's a massive policy decision that impacts hundreds of millions of American users. No big deal, right? Now, the main reason that the government has wanted to ban TikTok in the US for many months now is because the app is known to collect a lot of information about its users, including buying behavior, watch preferences, personal info like their location, and other information that they have that is pretty sensitive, like every single other social media platform. But since they're based in China, oh, the Chinese, I'll tell you, China, it's a big problem. Now here's the kicker. All three branches of government have already agreed to pass this bill, which limits the amount of power that the president actually has to change this. Now, there has been speculation that President Trump might step in with an executive order to reverse this decision, which is exactly what he did on January 19th, just 12 hours after the ban had taken effect. So you guys only had to go without this precious app for about 12 hours or so on a Saturday night. And if you have any kind of social life, you probably didn't even notice that the app was down. Now, this ban freeze is only stated to last for 90 days or the next 3 months before something concrete has to be decided. The only way I see this app staying available in the US is if a US company purchases the US division from TikTok. This would keep the data privacy in our borders and allow us to monitor what data is being collected while letting TikTok to still be available for the US citizens to use it. But let's face it, TikTok's days in the US are numbered. It's important to note that many lawmakers involved in this decision have likely never even used TikTok, since everyone in Congress is like over 90 years old. So what does this ban mean for pop culture, businesses, and creators? Let's weigh the pros and cons. First, TikTok has often been criticized for being an endless pit of attention-sucking content, which I can kind of agree. If you've ever lost 2 hours to watching raccoons doing tricks, watching cooking videos, or other types of stuff like that, you're not alone. Second, it's a major contributor to overstimulation, and some argue it is fueling the so-called iPad kid effect that we're seeing with the youth so far. You know, those kids who can't function without 3 screens, a podcast playing, while playing on their phone at the same time. That type of thing is really ruining people's attention spans, and they attribute a lot of this to TikTok. And third, concerns about Chinese data collection, which are valid, but there's also people that argue that foreign powers could influence what content that we see here in America. Although, let's be honest, most of my algorithm personally is about 90% recipe videos, celebrity impressionists, and funny skits that make me giggle while I'm taking a poop. So, and fourth, it is a time-wasting app, if we just put it frankly. Most people that I know find themselves using TikTok as a way to procrastinate doing things that they need to do. If they're bored, they open it up and scroll endlessly just to fill time, or they're using it when they do transition tasks between different things like going to the grocery store and that type of thing. Now, while it is a super fun app and one of the first apps that I go to open when I pick up my phone, I've had to personally put an app time limit per day of 1 hour, so I don't overuse it. There's some days that I've exhausted my self-imposed screen time limit before noon. It's a pretty good reminder to how much time that I'm personally putting into this app, and I know people that are under the age of 20 spend more than 2 or 3 hours per day using just this app. So to say this doesn't really affect a lot of people in America is pretty wild to assume. Now let's talk about the cons of it going away and what makes it a good app. TikTok has been a game changer for communication to the modern world. It's an open platform where everyday people can share their stories, learn, and even find opportunities that mainstream media wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. Plus, where else could you learn to make a 3-course meal in under 60 seconds? The platform has created massive financial opportunities for US-based creators and the people that actually make the videos. If an account has over 10,000 followers, many of these people are getting paid through the Creator Fund, affiliate marketing programs, and sponsorship dollars from private partnership deals that they make with brands. It's a pretty wild world that we live in, honestly. I've personally interviewed creators on my podcast, Rhymes with Odd. Make sure to subscribe, weekly videos. Make sure to subscribe for weekly videos, okay? And the people that I've had on my podcast are earning anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 a month just from posting on TikTok. That's not just side hustle money, that's pay off your student loans and get guac every time you go to Chipotle money. If TikTok goes away, it's a huge loss for small businesses in the United States. With over 175 million users in the US and 3 million small businesses leveraging TikTok Shop to make money, the ban really hurts more people than it helps. TikTok acts as many of these businesses' only way that they're gonna get customers. And while I would encourage anybody that has a business that is only using TikTok to have multiple customer marketing channels, lots of brick and mortar product companies rely on this every day to make a living. And it's also just so easy to reach new people because if you have a video pop off in the For You page, you can have new customers pouring in ways that any other social media platform just doesn't allow. Now here are some unique aspects of TikTok. TikTok has brought something entirely new to the table from a marketing platform and a way to connect with other people. First are the raw, unfiltered content straight from people's phones. It's like having a backstage pass to humanity. Sometimes creators are oversharing if we're being honest. Sometimes way too honest. Like, quit sharing that much. Viral trends, meme culture, and challenges that unite millions of people to have fun and share different things with people. Except for that one challenge where people tried to eat Tide Pods, we're just gonna pretend that that didn't happen. There's also a search feature that is quickly becoming a learning tool for Gen Z and beyond. Who needs Google when you can look up a quick video on TikTok on exactly what type of information you're looking for? And possibly the biggest benefit for the general public is the way that information would move freely from people all over the states and the country and the world. Up until this point, we had to really rely heavily on credible news sources to tell us what's happening. And if anything's happened with the election and more mass media being exposed, it's pretty obvious that the media can't be trusted and we need to listen to each other rather than what the media is going to tell us. Try not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but hear me out here. I've learned so much about people's experiences during these natural disasters like the hurricanes, wildfires, election stuff that's going on, and campaigns for politicians, people involved in the school shootings, all these different areas that are going on. So much information is coming out from people experiencing what is happening and just pulling out their phone, sharing a video, and it goes viral, and it helps a lot of people understand what's going on. This is something I'm going to really miss as TikTok goes away. And of course, the For You page, which is kind of the secret sauce, in my opinion, of why TikTok has been so successful. It's an ever-evolving, endless newsfeed of videos specifically designed to keep you entertained and feel like you can never leave the app, which is why I've had to put time locks on my phone so I stop using it as much as I do. All right, let's do what I do best and talk about the marketing impact. Now, from a marketing perspective, TikTok has completely reshaped the game and how we engage with content on our phones. Here's a couple ways that they've been doing it really well so far. Number one, TikTok's vertical video feeds inspired Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and other platforms to basically rip the entire concept off and integrate it directly into what's going on. Vine walked so TikTok could sprint. Everyone else is basically copying TikTok's homework at this point. It's pretty sad that most social media platforms have redesigned their entire algorithm to be based around vertical video because TikTok has been kicking everybody's butt so bad the last couple years. Without TikTok, reaching new audiences is going to be very hard. Marketers and creators will need to shift their focus to other platforms. Hello again, Instagram. We've missed you. We've been here for 15 years, and we really don't miss you, actually. So with the inevitable doom of TikTok, marketers are going to have to shift their focus back to other social media platforms that have been kind of left at the wayside lately. So expect to see more people active on all the other platforms more than they were before. The other piece of this is omni-channel marketing being more critical than ever. Creators really have to expand their efforts to Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Snapchat, and even new and emerging platforms to keep their audience engaged and try to take those people that they have on TikTok and get them on new platforms. And yes, I did say LinkedIn, so get ready for business professionals doing dance trends. It's coming. Just kidding. Kinda. So what's the future hold for TikTok? My prediction, many TikTok creators are going to go back to Instagram and double down on Instagram Reels, and you're gonna see a huge saturation on that platform. Others are going to expand to platforms that have been ignored, like LinkedIn, YouTube, or Snapchat, and this could be a real renaissance for some of those platforms to get a whole bunch of new users. And let's not forget, a new platform can swoop in to fill the void that TikTok leaves out or that leaves behind. So keep an eye out for new emerging platforms that are going to try to capture all these people. And maybe I'll start one. I'll call it TokTik. Wait, no, that's a terrible idea. Scratch that. Now, here's my prediction on how I think this whole TikTok ban is going to play out. As we mentioned, President Trump did a 90-day extension on the ban and is going to be freezing it, which will give creators enough time to build a parachute and attempt to send all their followers to other platforms like Instagram. And we're seeing this mass exodus playing out now. A lot of these big creators are saying, hey, if the ban keeps going, follow me on Instagram or another platform. Second, a US-based company, which is likely going to be Meta, is going to acquire TikTok. Let's be honest, Meta takes over. They're probably going to ruin it the second they buy it, but they're probably going to buy it. Just look at what they did with Facebook. It's basically like a bunch of 40-year-olds complaining about everything every single day with ads on every other post. So expect some terrible stuff coming that way. And there's also been some talk about Mr. Beast, who's the most popular YouTuber in the world, being in talks with purchasing the platform as well. So obviously there's speculation at this point all over the place, and Wall Street values the US division at like $300 billion or some crazy amount of money. Now you can come back to this video in a year or two and hopefully I'm right, but I think when this all happens, when the acquisition process happens, either Meta's going to buy them or Mr. Beast or another platform out there, hell, even Elon Musk. So when that acquisition happens, there's going to be a new platform that's going to emerge. And like we've seen with every single other social platform in its growth, teenagers and preteens are going to flock to it first. We're all going to think it's stupid, and then the rest of us are going to follow in about 2 or 3 years. It's the social media cycle. It's musical chairs, but with apps. So once you see TikTok go away, be mindful of new platforms that are coming out, maybe a resurgence of past apps that are going to get more popular again. Just follow where the teenagers go, and that's where the rest of us are going to go inevitably. Mark my words. What can you take away from this? The TikTok ban is more than just losing an app in the App Store or something on your phone. It's a systemic shift in how we communicate, create, market, and interpret information. So whether you're a business owner, a marketer, or just a casual user, this is the moment to adapt and evolve. If you focused all of your attention in the last 5 years on TikTok, you need to diversify your platforms so you don't become extinct like the dinosaurs. If you're watching all this and you have some thoughts, please tell me your thoughts. Are you team TikTok? Are you team let's ban it? What do you think is going to affect creators and businesses moving forward? Let me know in the comments below this video and let's talk about it a little bit more. Okay, that about does it for this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more content. I'm hitting YouTube much more hard this year and I cannot wait to share some more videos about videography, business, marketing, and social media with you guys. My name's Ryan Snaadt and it rhymes with odd, and I'm out. Peace.